You are watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
Life is not all that bad, my friend. If you believe in yourself, if you believe there's someone who walks through life with you, you'll never be alone. Just learn to reach out and open your heart. Lift up your hands to God and He'll show you the way. And He said, cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden. Come to me, all of you who are tired and carrying heavy loads. For the yoke I will give you is easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, and I will give you rest. When you feel the world is tumbling down on you, and you have no one that you can hold on to, just face the rising sun, and you'll see hope, and there's no need to run. Lift up your hands to God and make you feel alright. And He said, cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden. Come to me, all of you who are tired of carrying heavy loads. For the yoke I will give you is easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, and I will give you rest.
Good evening, Philippines, and welcome to another episode of Mystical Buffet. My name is G. Santos, and I'm with Marge Santos, my singer, my beloved, my partner. Okay.
So today is Black Saturday.
Okay.
So we're not going to be. Hindi, pero Sabado de Gloria naman eh.
Oo.
It's supposed to be Glorious Saturday.
Yes.
So,
Because tomorrow will be Easter.
yeah.
Oh.
And of course, we're wearing, ano kulay ito?
Purple.
Purple.
The color of
Oo.
Lenten
It's
season.
it's the parang highest vibration of color. Ano siya yung parang siya yung connection towards the divine.
Ayun, ganun siya.
So, Black Saturday is a public holiday in the Philippines. So, lahat tayo, we are, most of the people have gone home to their provinces.
Oo, kumusta mga bakasyon nyo dyan?
Parang yun ang yun ang tradition
Monday pabalik niyan.
Oo. Kasi Wednesday pa lang half day
We
na.
have a super long weekend.
Super long
Oo.
weekend. Oo. So, dahil super long weekend, kailangan yung mga nagtatransact sa Bureau of Customs na ilabas na nila ng Wednesday.
Oo, yan.
Kasi kung hindi, gaano katagal yung
Nako, yung
storage
demurahe dyan. Abutin ka ng Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ay, 5 days. Sus,
Grabe.
mahal yan.
Oo,
Diba?
mahal. So
Oo.
anyway, it is a day of mourning kasi, we're commemorating the Passion of Christ, and yesterday was Good Friday, so
Maraming procession siya na.
Christ died.
Oo.
And kaya naging Black Saturday kasi sa mga Pilipino ang black kasi is the color of mourning.
Ayun,
And the day Jesus Christ was laid in his tomb, since commemoration na lang po ito ng ng Passion of Christ, after his death by crucifixion, that is why the word black. But it is also known by other names such as Holy Saturday, White Saturday.
Easter Eve and the Vigil of Easter. So according to the Catholic Church, Church's liturgical calendar, it is the final day of the Holy Week, Lent, and the Easter Triduum. That is Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday.
Opo, 3 araw yun na talagang yung nangingilin tayo, nagre-reflect, nagtitika,
Tsaka maraming penitensya. Ayan, yung ganyan, di ba?
sacrifices, supposedly meatless. Pero parang I heard that senior
exemptions
citizens are exempted na from fasting and abstinence. Pero still, if you can do it, why not? You know, fish is all right, vegetable is all right. So, hindi naman kailangan talagang
Just make a little sacrifice for the Holy Week.
Make a sacrifice.
Dati ginagawa ko noon, yung no rice ako. Starting
40 days, starting Ash Wednesday.
Yun. Ash Wednesday up to Easter Sunday.
Kaya
no rice.
Pagkatapos ng pagkatapos ng Lenten season, pumapayat si G by just a couple of pounds.
Kasi walang rice.
Hindi naman malaki kasi talagang totally walang rice. Yun yung kanyang sacrifice kasi he likes to eat rice. Ako naman, in those days, ang sacrifice ko is no Coke.
Ayun, kaya mo naman yun di ba?
Ngayon talagang wala na. No Coke na talaga ako. So it's no longer
Diba?
It's no longer a sacrifice. I can maybe promise.
Coffee. Yeah, no coffee. Yan ang mga mo.
I can maybe promise some things like I will not be I will not be angry. I will not be, di ba kahit na we had a recent scuffle, so to speak, but it was not done in anger.
Hindi. Mabait ka rin. Mabait ka pa niyan.
Oo, mabait pa ako niyan. So, yun. Anyway, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan after the main topic, which is Black Saturday.
Okay. Teka, gigitna ko lang ng konti parang kulang ka sa space. Ayan, okay.
So, the history of Black Saturday.
Okay, so Black Saturday commemorates the day Jesus Christ was laid in the tomb after his death. So according to a biblical account, that's Luke 23:50-56, Joseph of Arimathea went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. So it says he took it down, wrapped it in a linen cloth, and placed it in a tomb cut out of the rock, where no one had yet been buried. So it was the day of preparation, and the Sabbath was beginning. So the women who had accompanied Jesus from Galilee followed, and they saw the tomb and how his body was laid in it. Then they returned and prepared aromatic species and perfumes.
So, according to Catholic teaching, it was
Species ba to o
also...
spices?
Spices.
Spices.
According to Catholic teaching, it was also on Black Saturday that Christ descended into hell. The Catechism of the Catholic Church explains that the dead Christ went down to the realm of the dead. He opened heaven's gates for the just who had gone before him.
Yun, okay. And then Easter Vigil takes place on the evening of Black Saturday, recalling the vigil that Jesus' disciples and followers observed after his crucifixion on Good Friday. So it is also called the Paschal Vigil.
Kailan yung washing of the feet?
Thursday yun. Holy Thursday.
Oh, Thursday yun yung talagang...
Sa Last Supper
Suffering,
yun. Oh, yung commemoration of the Last Supper.
Okay, hindi ko kasi... parang nalilito na ako kailan yung washing of the feet.
Doon yun, sa Last Supper.
Kailan...
Thursday nga.
Kailan nag-deny si Judas.
Oo.
And...
Kaya makikita mo sa mga churches, sa mga probinsya, naka-red si Judas. Yung mga apostles na iba, naka-blue ang suot. Tapos may mga pangalan na ganyan, no?
Oh,
Hindi ako napili doon.
Na ano?
Doon na, kasali ako sa mga...
Na ikaw si Judas?
Hindi, isa ako sa mga apostles doon.
Oo.
Oo.
Anyway, so iba yung damit ni Judas.
Oh, isa
Sa
representation
ibang apostles.
para makita siya.
Para
may
siya
distinction.
yung magdi-deny.
Oo.
Saan yan? Sa mga pabasa, gano'n?
Hindi, sa church mismo, yung Last Supper, yung washing of the feet, yung ritual. Nakikita mo, hinuhugasan ng pare, isa-isa yon. Oo.
Parang yun ang pinaka no? Pinaka example of humility in Jesus Christ, yung hugasan mo yung paa ng iba. Oo. Para kang yung nagpapaspa, yung foot spa.
Foot spa.
So, a service that culminates in the celebration of Christ's resurrection. As a church is put into darkness, a priest or minister enters being a paschal candle accompanied by the chant, "The Light of Christ."
Ayun.
After
the blessing of the Paschal candle, the rest of the candles in the church are lit and all lights are switched on to celebrate Easter. So in the Philippines, Black Saturday is declared a special non-working holiday. So when schools and most businesses are closed. Because the Philippines is predominantly Catholic, most local and radio and television stations stop airing programs or playing loud music not only on Black Saturday but also on Holy Thursday and Good Friday. Usually lang yan hanggang Good Friday.
Oo. Pero ano na kasi, medyo modernized na. So yung Black Saturday is not really as somber and as sullen and as sad as it used to be. Parang kaya nga Sabado de Gloria kasi glorious Saturday na yan parang eve of the resurrection of Christ.
Ayun, oo.
Diba? So, yung
Basta bawal
sinasabing
magingay hanggang Good Friday.
yung walang loud music and hindi naman sa loud. But I think that you can play music but make it naman mellow.
Basta
wala namang hard rock.
Give due respect to the
At saka you can probably sing
Lenten season.
praise songs.
Yes.
Really good.
Yung may mga pabasa, sarsuela. Yun yung maraming dyan mga rituals and ceremonies. Oh.
Okay.
So, it is the last day of fasting for Catholics in the Philippines. It commemorates the day that Jesus lay in his tomb. Traditional taboos from the previous day are carried over and are sometimes broken. So, swimming is allowed in the afternoon. Most commercial establishments resume operations with smaller enterprises remaining closed until Easter. Ang daming ganyan, ang daming sarado nung araw.
Oo.
Di ba wala pa yung mga cable TV? Wala ka pa papanood kundi yung mga
Wala yung
Story of Christ, Ten Commandments, yan.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yan. Basta yung
Tsaka basta
palabas
it's
sa
all
TV.
about parang pilit-pilit
Religious.
talaga yung pwede mong pwede
The life
mong mapanood.
of Christ. Oh.
At saka sarado talaga lahat ng establishment.
Wala ka
Manila is like
mapupuntahan.
a ghost town
Wala
kasi
pa noon.
a lot of people go up to Baguio tapos
Yan, Baguio puntahan talaga.
Oo.
Pagdating ng Saturday
Pero
evening.
sabi nila,
ayan na.
sabi lang nila
Oh.
that the reason there was a big earthquake and there was a time na talagang parang bumagsak ang Baguio is because nandun na yung parang ano ba yung nasa Bible?
Yung Babylon.
Sodom and Gomorrah ba?
Oh, yun, oh.
Yung parang masyadong masaya na yung mga tao kahit na parang nawawalan na ng respeto sa Diyos. Sabi lang naman nila yon. But of course, that's kind of forgotten na Baguio has rebuilt itself and has again become a place for tourists to go to.
Okay.
Diba?
Oo.
Yun, yung maraming mga sinasabi ngayon, Boracay naman.
Marami, oo.
Oo, sa Boracay naman ngayon ang puntahan ng mga tao. So, anyway, naayos na kasi there was a time na parang hindi masyadong naplano yung sewage, yung wastewater.
Ay, oo. Yung waste disposal.
Naging green tuloy yung
Sumobra na. Ang dami ng tao kasi.
naging green yung tubig.
Oh, because of the algae formation.
Oo. And when there's algae, it's because
Raw human waste is being dumped.
E. coli.
Oh, may E. coli. Tsaka yung raw human waste is being dumped into the sea. Yun ang panlaban doon ng nature.
Tsaka yun ang kinakain ng
ng algae.
Oo. Kaya pag may lumot ho, may pupo.
Yun. Ingat kayo. Okay, magtatapon dyan. Huwag kayo magkakalat dyan.
Pero naayos na daw yung Boracay.
Hopefully, may proper waste disposal na sila.
So, in predominantly Catholic Poland,
Yan. 𝗕𝘂𝗳𝗁, meaning the blessing of the Easter baskets on Holy Saturday, is one of the most enduring and beloved traditions. So baskets containing eggs, ham, bread, sweetbreads, horseradish, and lamb cakes or butter lambs are brought to church to be blessed.
kakagutom
Sarap
na yung
yun,
mga sinasabi mo eh.
Oo. Diba?
Parang di ba abstinence dapat eh.
Oo.
So, what verses are about Jesus singing?
Okay. So first, Matthew 26:30 and Mark 14:26 are two parallel texts picturing Jesus singing a song of praise. So both passages are brief. So we read that Jesus sang a hymn with the disciples at the conclusion of the Lord's Supper. It was just before he set out to pray on the Mount of Olives. So images of Jesus Christ singing may seem strange since the Bible never had pictures of Jesus singing as he worked in the carpenter shop or let alone to an audience. So did his mother Mary ever make the boy Jesus take piano lessons? May piano na
Wala
ba nun?
pa.
Did he kompa on a tuba in the synagogue school marching band or ever solo the Sabbath anthem in a choir robe?
Wala pa namang schools
Wala
na
pa eh. Di ba yan?
So one might think that music had no significant place in Jesus' life. But how could this be? Jesus was fully human.
Yun.
Yun.
So theologians say, so how can you be
human and not sing tunes of love and lament, joy and praise?
Yun.
Diba? Siyempre, pag tao ka, kumakanta ka, kahit nga minsan, maliit na bata, naghaham, gumagawa ng sariling kanta,
Oo.
kanya-kanyang lyrics. Because I think that music is really a big part of anyone's life.
Oo, kahit yung yung drum beating lang, that's music also.
Of course it is.
Oo, di ba yung mga tribes?
For the American Indians,
Oo.
yung beating of the drums kasi parang nasisynchronize doon yung heartbeat nila.
Oo.
Oo.
Di ba? Mga drums.
Oo.
Okay. So,
You and I know how many times songs have lifted us when nothing else could. Di ba, pagka kunyari ka, bago kang break, parang ninanamnam mo pa yung lungkot mo, makikinig ka dun sa mga songs na parang lalo mong pero that's very cathartic, I think. Yung pagka yung nag-break ka tapos nakikinig ka sa songs
correct.
na nakakaiyak. Pag umiyak ka, nalilinis ka eh.
Tsaka manood ka lang ng mga love stories sa TV, K-drama, Filipino movies, 'di ba, English movies. Yun lang, may yung soundtrack na lang, binabagay yan doon sa scene.
Of course.
Diba, kunyari love story na...
Katulad ng Maverick. Diba?
Yan,
Ano yung song?
Yung kay Lady Gaga, Hold My Hand. Oo. Ganda yun.
Talagang inaano yan eh. Binid pala yun. Dalawa pala ang nagbid. Si David Foster.
Tsaka si Lady Gaga.
Si Lady Gaga. Nakuha yung kay Lady Gaga. Ganda naman.
Kaya nung concert ni David Foster dito, yung Foster and Friends, inano niya yun eh. Parang tinugtog niya yung sinabit niyang song. Kung babagay doon sa scene, pinakita rin yung scene ng Maverick.
Talaga?
Oo.
Bakit nanood ka ba ng concert? Hindi ka
Hindi, nasa YouTube lahat.
Okay.
Oo.
Okay. So, songs like Amazing Grace, There is a Fountain, Awesome God, and God Will Take Care of You are songs that is very appropriate for Holy Week.
Yun,
kasi praise songs yan eh. Jesus grieved, prayed, hungered, fasted, taught, preached, and told stories. But what did Jesus sing?
Would you like to know what Jesus sang before offering himself as your Savior? So the only time we are told that Jesus sang was just before Gethsemane and Golgotha. So two of the Gospels mention that Jesus did sing a hymn. So on the first Maundy Thursday after the Last Supper, on the first day of the Passover. Mark and Matthew wrote, and when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives.
So yun na yung Matthew 26:30, verse 30, and Mark 14,
verse 26.
So in the complete Jewish Bible, Matthew 26:30 reads, after singing the Hallel for centuries before the first Maundy Thursday, the Jewish people always sang the Hallel at the meal at the end of the first day of Passover. Yun yung ginagawa ng mga Jewish. So, unless
Jesus and his 11 Jewish disciples ignored the tradition of the centuries, they sang Psalms 113 to 118, or selected stanzas from them that night. So they probably sang one part before the meal and another part after the meal. Almost certainly, the one song we know Jesus did sing is Psalms 113 to 118.
Okay.
So the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. So the Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. That's Psalm 118, verses 22 to 23. With the tortuous crucifixion just hours ahead, what did Jesus think as the 12 voice and some sang these lines?
So precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his faithful servants. That's the one from Psalm 116, verse 15. With Judas gone out into the night and with meal ended, and the 11 standing around the empty platter, Jesus sang, with the Lord on my side, I do not fear. What can mortals do to me? The Lord is on my side to help me. So that's from Psalm 118, verses 6 to 7.
Okay. So we have to think that Easter was brimming in our Lord's heart as he sang.
Alam niya naman that he will rise again.
So I will not die but live and will proclaim what the Lord has done. Okay, according to Psalm 118, verse 17. Okay, so take time to read the Psalms 113 to 118 at least twice. Then, in your daily quiet time, hum, chant, or sing some selected lines from Jesus' last song. Yeah.
So, Philip Brooks, author of the Christmas Carol, O Little Town of Bethlehem. Paano nga yung Little Town?
O little town of Bethlehem.
Okay. So, may sinulat din siyang poem about Easter.
Maganda yung kanta na yun, ha? Sa December, kakantayin natin yan.
How still do we see thee now?
Ayun.
Thou shalt not hold him longer. Death is strong, but life is stronger. Stronger than dark.
The light, stronger than the wrong
is right. Okay, remember that. Stronger than wrong is right. Okay? So, dapat tayo, isipin natin na yung mga maling gawa ay mas, ma-overcome ng tamang galaw. Tamang ginagawa. Okay. So, faith and hope triumphant say he was raised on Easter Day.
Ayun.
So, ibig sabihin, in very simple words, kailangan maging mabait tayo kasi Jesus sacrificed for us, suffered for us, and he will rise again on Easter Sunday. I mean, commemoration na lang po itong nangyayari. Pero, you know that this was done to save you.
Okay.
So, di ba? Knowing that, having been said that, dapat talaga mabait na tayo.
Yun,
Di ba? Huwag tayong magpapahirap ng kapwa. Huwag tayong gumawa ng kung ano-anong excuses.
May tatalakayin ka bang ganyan?
Mamaya.
Ayun,
So, on May 1st, 2019, I was ordained as a minister of the Universal Life Church. And I can... 2019 pa po yun. So, I can officiate weddings in the United States because I'm an ordained minister. But, of course, I haven't gone to the States. But, hopefully, it becomes a part of me to minister people. So, we must always remember that we are all children of the universe.
Okay.
And being children of the universe, kahit iba-iba po yung paniniwala natin at saka iba-iba po yung tinitingnan nating Diyos, kailangan po maging mabait tayo.
Yeah.
Parang paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, maging mabait tayo. Yun lang naman, to have compassion for others and to always, yung pinag-usapan natin last week, altruism. Altruism is putting the needs of others before yours.
Okay.
Diba? Yun lang ang pamamaraan para hindi natin mabigo yung paghihirap ni Jesus Christ yesterday. Good Friday.
Yan.
Okay. So, marami pa kaming tatalakayin, pero first, we need to...
We'll just take a short break, and when we come back,
I'll be singing for you.
Yeah, Marge will be singing another song, and we'll be talking about...
Still, about Black Saturday and
Black Saturday.
A lot of other things aside from that.
Okay, please stay tuned, and Mystical Buffet will be right back.
Pitong kabataan ang binawian ng buhay matapos
Tiniyak ni DLG Secretary Benor Abalos Jr. na matapang na pinuno, hindi nasisilaw sa kwarta at may magandang trabaho ang papalit sa paritirong si PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azorin Jr. sa Abril 24. Ayon kay Abalos, magre-recommenda umano siya ng isang pangalan bilang susunod na PNP Chief. Kung siya umano ang tatanungin kung sino ang gusto niya, may naisip ako. Ayon kay Abalos, Kasabay nito, inilista ng kalihim ang 3 uri ng katangian para sa susunod na hepe ng pambansang pulisya. Matatandaan na itinakda ang change of command, ceremony at retirement sa Abril 24 sa mismong kaarawan ni Azurin. Hinirang na hepe ng PNP si Azurin noong Agosto taong 2022. Pinalitan ito noon si PNP Officer in Charge, Lieutenant General Vicente Danao. Mula sa Kampo Krame, ako si Edwin Moreno, nagulat sa DZRJ 10am, ang Radyo Bandido TV.
If you like listening to our stations, DZRJ 810 AM and RJFM 100.3, there's no excuse not to listen anywhere and wherever you want. Listen on your phone or computer anytime, anywhere in the world. Just download the app for free. How do you download? If you have an Android phone or tablet, go to Google Play Store. If you have an iPhone or iPad, go to Apple App Store. It's that simple. We have 3 streaming sites. Just type in TuneIn Radio or Radio Garden or Streema. That's STREEMA. Once the app is downloaded, type in and search for DZRJ. And now you can choose and enjoy DZRJ 810 AM and RJFM 100.3 anytime and anywhere. Hey, it's free.
Should I
to Mystical Buffet.
That's
Yan.
from Jesus Christ
Galing
Superstar.
di ba?
Yes. And the original was sang by Yvonne Elliman. Oo, pero marami na siyang ibang versions.
Ay, marami
ng cover.
Oh, tagal na yan.
Yeah.
70s pa yata yan, naalala ko.
Pero ang ganda-ganda ng song na yan, no? And it's parang you have to watch the movie to really understand what it's all about.
Oh,
Diba?
Jesus Christ
Ang
Superstar.
kumakanta nito supposedly is si Mary Magdalene. Okay. So, one of my favorite poems is Desiderata. So, hatiin natin ang haba kung
Saan
ako
ba yan? Saan ba?
magbabasa. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence.
Okay, tigi sa tayong ano.
As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. It's hard to do.
Okay, speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story.
So, I live by that. If someone wants to explain to me, I always just give the floor to that someone.
Yun, tama.
And I listen. Sinasabi nga, you need to know how to listen. Wag mong iisipin yung sasabihin mong kadugtong, kundi makinig ka lang. Because even the dull, the stupid, the ignorant, and the bad persons, they too have their stories.
Tama,
Their
tama.
own story.
Makinig ka.
So you should avoid
Oo.
loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. Why? You become vain kung magkukumpara ka tapos mas mababa sa'yo yung kinukumpara mo. And you can become bitter naman kung ang kino-compare mo sa sarili mo ay masyadong mataas. Diba? So, to explain that, for always, there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
Diyan papasok yung favorite ko.
Ano?
Yung saying na grass is always greener at the other side of the fence.
Yeah, you always think
Diba?
na okay yung taong yun, ang yaman-yaman niya, ang ganyan-ganyan, di ba?
Oo.
But always, do not compare yourself because destiny is owned by you and authored by you.
Yun.
Again, faith is all about
What is given to you.
what God has given you or what the heavens have given you. And destiny is about the actions, the choices, and the decisions that you make. So, di ba, yung kunyari, you're already in a good position and yet, you foul it all up because you're greedy or you're just a terrible person, a horrible person, someone who does not have the strength coming from within, kundi yung strength niya nanggagaling sa iba. That's not real strength because it's not yours. Diba? Hindi ho pwede yung nananakot kayo ng tao or diba? Yung gumagamit kayo ng ibang tao para iharas yung yung ibang tao. That's just not done.
Yun.
So, enjoy your achievements.
As well as your plans. So keep interested in your own career. However, humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time.
So, you must exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not, lalo na ngayon, maraming scammers.
Maraming scammer. Meron na naman akong naririnig na nag-i-scam dyan sa Bicol. Diba?
Oo. Pero sabi natin, hindi natin yung pag-uusapan ngayong Holy Week.
Ay, di ba?
Next week yun. Yung about the scamming, di ba?
Oo.
So anyway, where are we?
Ito sa
But let this not blind you to what virtue is. Many persons strive for high ideals and everywhere life is full of heroism. It's good to be heroic and it's good to be altruistic. It's good to think of others more than yourself. Huwag naman masyado, di ba? Kasi last week nga, ini-explain natin na you have to discuss the word selfish to your children because there is a good way to become selfish and there is a terrible way to be selfish.
Okay.
Diba? Two ways yan eh. Parating two ways. Each virtue or each... Anong kabaliktaran ng virtue?
Hindi ko alam. Oo.
Hindi ko alam kung anong kabaliktaran ng virtue. Pero, diba, kung i-explain mo yung, hindi, ang kabaliktaran ng selfish is selfless.
Selfless.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
So,
To continue. So, be yourself, especially do not feign affection.
Huwag kayong magpapakita ng kunyari minamahal niyo yung isang tao dahil lang meron kayong kailangan o dahil mataas ang posisyon ng isang tao or do not feign affection. It has to be real love or true love. Diba? If you already have someone, stay with that someone and be loyal.
Ayun. So, neither be cynical about love. So, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Okay. So,
nandyan lang ho parati ang love. And love can be in many, many forms. Love can be platonic. Love can be romantic. Love can be for a friend. Love can be for a lover. Love can be for your husband. Love can be for your children. It's, yun na nga, as perennial as the grass that grows. Ganun po ang love. Ang love nandyan lang parati. And if we promote or espouse love more than hate, diba? Then life will be good. The only reason that I sometimes become harsh and mean and nasty is because I need to teach lessons. Diba? Yun lang naman eh. If people sometimes find me a bit didactic, I teach a lot. Masermon ako eh.
Tama naman sinasabi mo eh. Maraming pinaguhugutan. Maraming lessons to be learned from you. Diba?
Ito.
So next is take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth.
That is one of the things that I can be proud of. I am not one of those na pag tumatanda na, dinideny yung age, dinideny yung wrinkles, dinideny yung I'm 70 years old. Okay? 70. And I have lived a full life and I intend to live a fuller life. Di ba? Gusto ko matagal pa ako sa mundo eh. Marami pa akong mission na gagawin. Di ba? So, yun. Take kindly the counsel of the years. You have to have learned a lot from all the years that you've been here on earth. Di ba? Sayang naman kung tumanda ka tapos sinasabi nga nila sa Tagalog, yung matandang yan, walang pinagkatandaan. Ang pangit siya.
Maraming ganyan, oo.
If you hear that about yourself, na parang wala kang pinagkatandaan, ibig sabihin, wala kang ma-impart sa younger people na mga lessons in life, then it's all a waste of years. Diba? At this age, when you step into the line of 70s or 60s, dapat dapat medyo statesman, material ka na. Yung pwede ka nang mag-mentor, pwede kang magturo, pwede kang mag-coach, pwede kang mangaral.
Ayun. Di ba? Okay, next, nurture strength of the spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. So many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness.
Okay, they say that fear is about the past. If you've had past experiences, then fear is the emotion that goes with it. But worry is the fear of the unknown. You worry because you don't know what tomorrow holds for you.
Yun.
Diba? Tama ba yun?
Tama.
Ano ba sinasabi?
Galing ang galing.
Siyempre.
Oh.
Diba? Anyway, gusto ko yung kanina, yung gracefully surrender the things of youth.
Oh, ano
na
ba yan?
hindi kayong tipong nanghihinayang ka dahil wala ka na sa customs.
Oo, diba? Parang
Ang
naiinggit
daming
ka.
mga inggitero,
Huwag na kayo mainggit.
yung mga nawala na sa
You
customs.
had your time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yun din yung sinasabi ko na pag nakakakita ko ng magagandang mga bata, tuwang-tuwa ako, mga teenagers na nakakapagsuot pa ng
Yeah.
yung bare midriff.
Okay, mainggit doon.
Ano, parang you've had your days.
Yes. You had your chance to wear those clothes. Sexy clothes. So.
Tsaka, pinagdaanan mo yun.
Tapos na
You
yun.
had your time.
Tsaka okay magagalit doon sa mga nakikita nyo yung mga
yung
mga bata.
Tapos, yung
Diba?
mga, ang napapansin ko minsan sa mga umalis na sa customs, naiinis sa mga nandun na kumikita pa.
Oo.
Di kumita rin kayo.
Oo, okay, bumalik
Diba?
kayo doon. Makakabalik.
Kung hindi na makakabalik.
Ay, wala na.
Oo.
Huwag nang
Basta, ang importante dyan, huwag kang mainis sa mga
nung nandun. Ngayon.
andun pa, tsaka meron pang chance na
Ano lang
kumita.
yan eh, weather lang yan eh.
Pinagdaanan nyo yun.
Oh, weather lang yan, di ba? Ngayon sila, noon kayo. Ganun lang
dapat nung nandun kayo sa pagkakataon na kumikita kayo ng pera, magtabi kayo.
yan. Yun.
Yun lang.
Yun lang.
Pero hindi ninyo kaiinggitan yung magagandang gamit ng iba.
Oo.
At hindi nyo kaiinggitan yung magagandang fortune ng iba. Because,
Yun.
as I said again, iba-iba po yung destino natin.
Yan.
Destiny is different and unique for each person.
Oh, you had your time. Weather lang yan. Sila naman, kayo noon, sila naman ngayon.
Oo,
Ganun lang
pero
yan.
yung mga nandyan,
Hmm.
I suggest, wag bang iipit. Kasi
Oo.
merong magandang klase ng pagkita eh. Di ba? May salary na, meron pang kita, may
kita,
sahod
may sahod,
pa.
oo.
Oo.
May sweldo pa.
Wala nang pinaka-blessed na tao sa mundo, kundi itong mga taong may pagkakataon na kumita ng extra. Di ba? It's good if you can do it, but always be mindful of the way you do it.
Oh, walang power tripping.
Walang power tripping, nor using others to power trip.
Oh, do not hurt others.
Do not hurt
Marami akong
others.
nakikitang mga thread na ganyan.
Dami.
Oh, pero hindi naman nasusunod. Di ba
Hindi naman ginagawa. Ipopost pa sa
puro
timeline.
lip service.
Oo, yes.
Oh, di ba?
That's what I said I posted it on timeline. Do not do lip service. If you say you don't want to hurt others and you do not hurt others and you just say don't, don't.
Do not.
Oo,
Ganun na yan.
wag na. Ano bang gain ang makukuha ninyo
Yung ipitin
sa
na.
pananakit ng iba?
Oo, di ba?
What can you get from it? What, sikat ka? Astig ka?
Hindi, power tripping ha.
Or
Oh,
ano, di
I'm
ba?
powerful. Di ba? Nasa akin yung nakasalalay yung mga release ng kargamento nyo.
Okay, just be mindful na it doesn't reach my ears.
Yan, oo. Kasi action kami. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Huwag
Hindi
ganyan.
pwedeng ganun. Oo. Kasi nandiyan kayo, you're blessed.
Alagaan nyo yung pwesto nyo.
Pangalagaan
Mahalin nyo yung pwesto nyo.
mahalin
Trabaho
yung
nyo.
pwesto nyo. Tsaka wag ko kayo magdunong-dunungan kasi merong mas madunong sa inyo. Di ba? Hindi kayo basta pwedeng mag-levy ng 500% of surcharge and penalty.
Just because gusto nyo.
Just because you want to. Or just because you want to hurt
May basis yan.
people.
Oo, hindi pwedeng
kailangan
ganun.
may basis.
Balik sa inyo yan.
It has to be intentional. If you catch somebody, yung pinakikialaman yung yung invoice, walang legit na sales contract, walang proof of payment, ayun. Pag nahuli ninyo, sige, go ahead and do what you want to do. Pero kung sa palagay ninyo ay tama at pwede namang tulungan, walang mawawala sa inyo. Hindi mababawasan ang ilong ninyo, hindi mababawasan ang ganda nyo. Kundi madadagdagan ang merits in heaven. Yun lang. Just be a good person. 'Di ba? So, tuloy natin. Nurture.
Nurture strength of
Wow, we finished
Ano
that
yan?
na.
Oh.
Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself.
Oh, yan.
You are a child of the universe.
no
no
less
less.
than the trees and the stars. So you have a right to be here.
Yes, you have a right to be where you are right now. That's why, again, ulitin ko, yung mga taong lumabas na ng customs, tayong wala na dyan. You can still make money in some other way. In a legit way. Huwag niyong kaingitan yung nasa loob at murahin yun ng murahin. Because
Huwag ganun.
everyone has a right to be where they are.
Hindi maganda yung ganun.
Oo. And whether or not, kanta yun eh.
Weather lang.
And whether is not, it is clear to you.
Yeah, di ba?
No doubt.
No doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful and strive to be happy. So wala na yung yung crab mentality, alisin natin yun.
Alisin natin
Diba?
yun. Pag
Oo.
na yung
Diba? Wala nang ganun.
Gusto mo pang masaktan yung iba. Gusto mong matanggal yung iba. Gusto mong ako hindi. Ginagawa ko lang yun. Pinapamukha ko lang talaga sa mga taong umaabuso na hindi pwede yung abusive.
Hindi, wag lang ganun.
Kasi diba? Life is uncertain. Baka ngayon, malakas
Just
ka.
moderate your greed.
Hindi, ngayon malakas ka, tapos ang yabang-yabang mo, tapos ang astig-astig mo dyan. Tapos, pag dumating ang panahon na wala na yung source of strength mo, paano ka?
Paano yun?
People hate you.
Oo.
Diba? That's not, avoid that. So, isa sa puso ko po ngayon, ang pagiging ministro.
Yeah,
And I
sige,
have-
ministro.
I will have a few words of advice for the public servants in the Bureau of Customs and in all other government agencies. Hindi po sermon but more like gentle reminders because this is the Lenten season. And tomorrow is Easter Sunday.
Yun, oo.
Diba?
Muling yun, bagong
Pagkabuhay.
muling pagkabuhay.
Pwede namang ngayon, sabi ko nga dun sa napangaralan ko na kasi sometimes when people tell you things of what they've heard about you, you are either in denial or clueless na ganun ka. Because a perfect example, I've said this many times before, that if you're too close to the mirror, you cannot see anything. You cannot see yourself.
Duling ka dun.
Oo.
Diba?
Too close to the mirror.
Kailangan lumayo ka naman ng konti.
So, ang nangyayari talaga, self-preservation. You want to think that, kaya minsan, di ba, yung mga ibang tao, mas magaling ako dyan, mas magaling ako dyan, mas maganda ako dyan, mas ako dyan, mas matalino ako dyan. Ganun ho ang nangyayari because nga, that's one way of preserving your self-esteem. But, sometimes, sabi ko nga dahil Holy Week, this is the time to reflect. This is a time for reflection and for assessing and reassessing yourself.
Baka pwedeng may baguhin ng konti.
Lalo na kayong mga nasa assessment
Yun.
ng Bureau of Customs. You need to reassess and
Kayo naman ang i-assess. Diba yung sarili nyo? Hindi yung mga entries naman. Kayo naman mismo.
so, dahil nga bukas pagkabuhay,
Diba?
Jesus Christ was crucified just to save mankind. Isipin natin yun ng gusto. And may kasabihan po na there are many ways to skin a cat.
Okay.
Di ba parati kayo naririnig dun eh? There are so many ways to skin a cat. And as there are many ways to become wealthy and successful, marami yan.
Oo.
Maraming maraan para maging mayaman at maging successful. I don't know how to say it, but there are ways that you can achieve it without really stepping on people and hurting people.
Okay.
It is never forced, kasi yung forced fortune, hindi yan naglalast eh. Babawiin minsan ng nagkasakit yung anak mo, dinala mo sa ospital, ang laki-laki ng gastos mo. Kasi pinilit mo yung perang yun. Di ba? Hindi yun talaga para sa'yo. So sabi nga nila, maaga pa, madaling araw pa lang, nagsasapatos na yung pera para umalpas sa inyo kasi it was not meant for you.
Yun,
So do not do that by yung nang iipit.
Diba? Hindi naman kailangan ipitin eh. Bakit iipitin? Diba?
We should always try to stay in the bounds of
Yan,
propriety.
And inject compassion and humility.
Even as we are in a position to act like little gods. Kasi mahilig talaga yung mga taga-customs sa para kayong mga Diyos. Diba? Nanggaling din ako dyan. Hindi ako umastang Diyos. Kasi Diyos ako. Hindi. Joke. Pero, hindi. You act like little gods because nakasalalay sa inyo yung
yung mga
yung
entry
release
dyan.
ng mga, mga
entry,
trabaho.
Diba?
But be humble.
Hindi naman,
Even,
diba yung lalo yung mga pagbayad ng storage fees, critical yan eh. Diba? Kailangan ma-release yung mga kargamento as soon as possible. Kasi may bayad yung storage niya per day.
excess gastos.
On a daily basis yan. At least 2 days tapos yan. Dapat ganun lang. 1 day nga, dapat labas na yan eh.
Oo, lalo na sa NAIA kasi mabilisan talaga ang doon.
Iba, iniipit nga. Umabot ng 1 linggo mahigit. Kawawa naman yan.
100,000 yung binayaran na storage
naman,
fees.
diba?
Kawawa naman. Kasi pag magagalit ang importer. Ang mag-shoulder na nun, yung broker.
Hindi, dapat
yung broker, wala nang kinita. Wala nang kinita, abonado pa.
Next time, pag ganyan, kunyari, dinelay, sinadya 1 week, charge doon sa examiner o sa appraiser.
Hindi nga kasi ganun eh.
Hindi, dapat ako, gagawa ko ng batas na ganyan.
Hindi ka naman congressman eh.
Diba? Hintayin nila. Gumawa ako ng batas na ganyan. May penalty. Diba? Balik sa
katulad
appraiser.
ng ginawa ng mga taga-Port of Davao.
Ayan,
Yung 22 kilograms na
discrepancy.
Sinasabi nilang discrepancy which could be attributed to ice. Dahil
Pinalaki pa nila.
refrigerated yun. 22 na pag kinumpute mo yung additional based on the sales contract, the legitimate and totoong proof of payment, pag binasi mo doon 500 pesos ang dapat na additional. Pero hindi nangyari yung 500 pesos. Alam mong in-additional nila, unang-una muna, hindi nila nilagay sa portal na mag-a-additional sila ng ganong halaga.
Walang consent ang importer.
Dahil nakita nila, sinabihan ko silang, i-additional nyo na lang. Siguro sabi, hindi pagkakakitaan ito gagawin natin.
Upakan nga natin.
Oo. Pero, ngayon ko nalaman, na modus operandi ng assessment ng Port of Davao yan. Kasi marami pong nag-message sa akin. Dahil nung anniversary nila, wala ko kaming ginawa ni G kundi mag-comment sa comment section. You cannot get away with that. The 94,000 pesos na in additional ninyo, unlawful and illegal.
Mali yun, mali.
Illegal yan.
Kayo nagbigay ng value, bakit?
Bakit kayo? Hindi, ES value daw. Again, ulitin namin, ang ES value po is not a substitute to the transaction value.
It's only a guide.
It's only a guide and
a reference. Yun lang
hindi ho yan pwedeng i-substitute sa transaction value dahil may sales contract.
Yan, yung Bureau of Customs, Port of Davao. Yan, yung assessment,
yan. Dahil
okay. So, we'll just take a short break again and Mystical Buffet will be right back.
Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Tita Carmen Ignacio, na nag-aanyaya sa lahat nasamahan kami sa aming palatuntunang pulso ng sambayanan na sumasayang papawid araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 hanggang alas 7:30 ng umaga, dito po sa Radyo Bandido TV, DZRJ 810 AM. At sa bayan din po kaming napapanood sa Sky Cable, Channel 224, sa facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM. At maaari din po kayong mag-subscribe. Ito po ay inyong i-like, pindutin ang bell, at kung maaari po, ito ay inyong i-share sa inyong mga kaibigan, kamag-anak o kakilala dito po sa loob at sa labas ng bansa. Marami pong salamat.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God.
Okay, back to Mystical Buffet.
Okay.
Oh, ganda yung song na yan, ha?
Oo.
Oh,
Ano yan talaga?
pang,
Pampakalma ng mga astig. Kasi yun na nga, sinasabi ko kanina, do not act like little gods because you are not God.
yun, oh.
And yung sinasabi nga natin kanina, Gina, kaya natin tinatalakay pa rin to at kaya natin pinag-uusapan pa rin to kahit na Holy Week is because this is the time to really reflect and reassess yourself.
Make some assessment. Ikaw naman, i-assess.
Oo. Diba? Tapos, sana hindi 500%
assessment.
Hindi. 500% demerits.
Hindi. Basta i-assess yung sarili nyo.
Hindi, kaya namin pinag-uusapan pa to kasi hindi ho kami ni G kontento na sincere yung tao sa kanyang pag-explain at sa pag-explain at saka sa in some way nag-a-apologize siya. Kaya siya nag-i-explain.
Kailan makita talaga yan? After may ulit reassessment after a month maybe.
Hindi, at saka yun na nga ang sabi ko, I will be monitoring closely. If she's still doing the modus operandi of doing a final assessment and i-debit sa bank tapos biglang i-hold niya yung papel.
Oo, ano pang klase
Dapat
yun?
hindi na yun mangyari
Diba, na
ulit.
final na, tapos
Kasi hindi daw
i-hold.
once, hindi twice, kundi maraming beses na nangyari yun. Although she was denying that it happened a lot of times. Nag-isip-isip
Sus
siya
naman.
kasi pwede ko kasing ma-confirm yun.
Oo naman.
Kaya nag-isip siya and then sabi niya, human error.
Sus,
Hindi
ano
ka naman
human error?
piloto.
Oo.
You're not a pilot. Do not give that to us na human error kasi parang that can only happen if you're doing something Of course, yeah. You can attribute it to human error, but
Pwede ba yun? Hindi ka ba nag-iisip? Ano ka, robot? Di ba? Pindot ka lang ng pindot.
huwag ka magalit.
Hindi, nainis ako eh.
Hindi nga Holy Week nga ngayon. Walang
sige, wag.
inis.
Okay.
Oo.
Walang inis-inis.
Pero, walang inis. Let's just give them gentle reminders
Okay.
that medyo buko na yung final assessment, debited, tapos hold mo yung papel.
Di ba, pinasabik mo sila anti-climactic ka. Di ba? Ala nila, release na. Yung pala,
Hindi, yung importer ang
No-hold.
kawawa.
Oo.
At saka yung broker. Kasi yung
Oo.
broker, mapapagalitan ng importer, pwedeng mawala pa sa kanya yung
oh,
importer.
magbabayad sila ng extra storage fees na hindi naman kailangan, unnecessary. O,
Di ba?
bakit ganyan? Kayo ba kayo kaya magbayad nun?
Hindi
Diba?
nga, yun nga ang yun nga ang napag-usapan namin. Sabi niya, babawi na lang siya sa mga susunod.
Bayaran
Paano
niya yun.
kung hindi susunod? Paano kung one time lang yung
Hmm.
ganong kargamento?
Bayaran niya. Diba?
Kaya nga gumagawa ng ganon para kumita ng pera tapos gusto mong pagbayarin niya yun.
Hindi ganon. Mali yung bayaran niya dapat yun. May penalty.
Hindi, yun din nga sinasabi ko sa Port of Davao Dapat out of pocket, bayaran ninyo kasi sa customs ho, pag na ninyo,
Hindi nyo na
hindi
ma-refund yun.
ma-reimburse yun. Pwedeng tax credit or whatever else you can do. But anything that's been erroneously levied on a certain importation, walang refund ang customs. Hindi ho siya katulad ng Shopee at Lazada. Kundi you can refund it in a manner of having it as tax credit. You can use it for your next shipment or whatever. Pero may kalokohan din ng tax credit eh.
Meron niya, syempre. Ano bang...
Parang wala
dyan?
yatang lugar na wala.
Lahat ng may perang dumadaan. Merong, alam mo naman, si Pinoy, magaling dumiskarte. Diba?
Kaya nga, yung diskarte na yan, na if-final assess, tapos kakalimutan mo ng isang
Bagong
linggo.
style yan, ha?
Booking eh.
Just have to be nice to people. Diba, ganun
You
lang
have to
yan.
be, that's really just the bottom line of things. Be nice.
Oo, diba? Yun lang yun.
And yun nga, you always need to be, you need to live up to your name. Kasi kung kunyari pinangalanan ako ng Diyos ng maganda tapos pangit ako, magagalit
maganda
ako sa
yun.
nanay ko.
Kunyari, beauty pangalan mo. Tapos hindi maganda yung ugali mo. Bakit ba beauty? Diba? Hindi bagay.
Hindi bagay. Kailangan bagay yung first, as I heard, she's a loud person. Loud.
L-A-U-D.
L-O-U-D.
Loud ba o L-A-U-D?
L-A-U-D is loading, praising.
Oo.
Loud is loud.
Malakas.
So, when you say a person is loud,
Malakas.
kanina yung sinasabi sa desiderata na stay away from people who are loud and aggressive because they're vexations to the spirit.
Yun.
So, ibig sabihin, pag yung tao medyo loud at
Yung kayabangan kasama doon sa loud.
oo, alam mo, mula Apari hanggang Hulo, kapati sa ibang port, kilala siya and notorious na
Hindi niya alam yun?
hindi niya alam.
Alam niya yun.
Hindi,
Ikaw naman.
Hindi niya talaga alam.
Ha?
Hindi niya alam. She was clueless and she was caught by surprise na kasi yung mga ganyan, hindi mo alam yung ginagawa mo na masyado kang yung parang wala daw siyang dinaanan na division na hindi siya nakipag-away.
Talaga? Grabe.
Oo, arrival, PSI,
Throwing her weight around ba?
pair cargo, yeah. Oo.
Tapos may using, her parang mentor.
Oo. Using a backer or a mentor or, di ba? Ay, wag mong ipahiya yung tao. Kasi matinong tao yun eh.
Oo nga.
Ang daming beses akong natulungan nun. Pero yun na nga, nothing, paulit-ulit ka, nothing is by accident.
Nothing is by accident.
Why was it na sa amin na isumbong yung ginagawa ninyo?
Nahimik kami
because
dito eh.
First, we're in media.
Oo.
And another is because
nakikilala ka na tumutulong.
Oo. Tsaka nakakadiretso ako. At tsaka usually, ang tanong ko parati, pag merong maaasta, sinong backer niyan? Tapos kung sino man yung backer na yon, I will find ways to get in touch with that person and tell that person kung ano yung ginagawa nitong manok mo. Diba? Simple lang yun eh. Pag sinabihan kunyari kita, yung anak mo, ganyan-ganyan, anuin mo yun, hindi, pag i-defend mo pa ba yun? Kung obviously,
mali,
yung pinapanood natin ngayon, Prosecutor's Diary, K-drama.
Yung maganda.
Yung pinapanood namin. Yung, biglang dumating yung anak niya kasi nakadestino siya sa ibang lugar. Tapos yung anak niya, parang, akala niya nabubuli. So, parang nung tinitingnan niya natutulog, awang-awa siya, naalala niya nung maliit pa, na parang ang cute-cute.
Akala niya
tapos,
yun ang victim.
Diba, may may pain ka kasi, diba, inalagaan mo tapos sinaktan ng iba. Tapos nung tumawag siya sa wife niya, yun pala, yung son niya, yun ang assailant. Diba?
Oo, siya pa lang nang bubuli. Diba? Grabe ha. Ganda ng story na yun, no?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, as a parent, hindi mo na ipagtatanggol yung ganun. What? As a parent, bibitawan mo. Hindi mo sasabihin sa anak mo na, okay lang yan. O gusto pa nga nung asawa niya, hindi, sabihin mong prosecutor ka. Ha? Diba?
Mali
Bakit? Mali nga yung ginawa ng anak mo eh.
Oo. Ano yung
Diba?
paparasuhin mo?
Hindi
para
pwede.
matakot sa'yo?
Hindi pwede. Tsaka yun namang anak, gusto din niya, nagulat siya nung tinanong na sila ng pulis kung ano, kasi gustong turuan ng leksyon ng parent nung kabila, yung nabully. Kaya kinasuhan. Nung tinatanong na ng pulis kung ano yung trabaho nung sinamahan ng dad, anong trabaho niya, nag-hesitate siya, hindi niya masabing prosecutor siya. So sabi niya, office worker. Alam mo, yung anak niya biglang, hindi, puzzled yung anak niya kung bakit hindi sinabing prosecutor. Gusto niya sabihin prosecutor para sikat.
Oo.
Diba?
Matakot yung hindi na maghabla.
But there are times that you cannot keep using people to throw your weight around.
Yun nga. Dapat nasa tama.
Nasa
diba?
tama
May
na.
tamang gamit niyan eh.
May tamang gamit yan. Maraming pamamaraan na ako din humingi ng tulong dun sa mentor niya. May mga times na humingi ako ng tulong dun. Mabait na tao yun. Pero kung ang kanyang natutulungan ay ganyan, na very notorious and
Tsaka abusive na yun. Di ba?
yeah, abusive is a good
Oo.
word. Plus, hindi lang yun eh. Hindi lang siya abusive eh. Ano na, yung parang
May abuse of authority.
while I was talking to her
Diba?
yesterday, kasi she begged to talk to me, to explain to me. While I was talking to her, she was saying na, kasi gusto nilang isipin na gano'n eh, na gano'n, gusto nila isipin, kaya hinayaan ko na lang sila. Don't do that. Kawawa yung mentor mo. You are ruining his name. Na,
Gusto nila isipin na malakas ka kay ganyan.
hindi, tsaka hindi lang malakas ang binibitawan niyang masama yun. That's very bad. Yung gusto mong palabasin, it's immoral. So don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? And the reason why I'm still doing this, kahit nag-usap na tayo, is because I didn't feel any sincerity in you. Wala akong naramdaman na patawa-tawa ka pabola-bola ka sa akin. Ganun naman ako mag-aalaw ako sa'yo na bulahin mo ko, ganyan-ganyan. Pero hindi ako tapos. Hindi ako tapos. Kasi, sabi mo, wow, libre, nalibre ako ng life
Hindi.
coaching, nalibre ako ng ganun. Oo, yes.
Oh, nabola ka pa.
Oo, nabola pa ako. Pero I will just let you think na nabola mo ako, pero hindi mo ako mabobola. Hindi, 70 years old and 43 years in service in the Bureau of Customs, bobolahin mo. Hello! Di ba? Ay, Holy Week pala ngayon.
Oh.
Anyway, so the 4 laws of a shaman.
Okay. So the first
Na-post ko ito sa na-post ko ito sa timeline ko, pero let's discuss this because it's very nice to think about what it says.
Okay.
So, the first law says,
The first law says the person who comes into our life is the right person.
okay,
Oh.
so for that person na napangaralan ko kahapon ba?
Kapon.
Oh, yung napangaralan ko, for that person, I am the right person to come into your life right now. Ako yung kailangan
Nothing is
mo.
by accident.
Nothing is by accident. Kailangan mo ako kasi kailangan ng mabago ang ugali mo.
Kung hindi ka makikinig, malalaglag ka sa bangin.
Malalaglag
Sigurado.
ka. Sigurado.
Oh,
I
sigurado
promise
yan.
you. Because ngayon, dito pa lang tayo. Pero I can go to mainstream media and scandalize you. Diba?
Diba?
So, the person who comes into your life is the right person. Yan ang first law. In other words, no one comes into our lives by chance.
Yan.
Nothing is by accident,
Yes.
as you said. All the people around us who interact with us are there for a reason.
Correct.
So, to make us learn and advance in each situation,
Sana makinig ka.
sana makinig ka at huwag kang magyabang-yabangan at mag-asta-astahan. Nakasandal ka na sa pader, nakapag-asawa ka ng maayos, hindi ka naman nagugutom, hindi ka naman huwag kang magmadali. Ang fortune natin at ang wealth natin ay dumadating ng kusa. Diba? Kasi if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Okay? The second law says,
What happens is the only thing that could have happened.
so,
Sakto, very, very appropriate.
yes. What happens is the only thing that could have happened. Kasi, kung hindi mo pinatagal ng 1 week yan, then, wala akong dinidiscuss ngayon. Di ba? So, yung nangyari na. Of course, you apologize for the and then, clueless ka kung bakit pwede kang kasuhan ng importer. Pwede, harassment kasi yun.
Hindi pa nakakatikim ng kaso ata. Kaya ganun.
Hindi, at saka inisip
Parang-
niya, pag makasuhan man siya, malalampasan niya.
Feeling
Hindi ho
invincible
yan
siya.
Kahit ho kasi malampasan mo ang kaso, manalo matalo, nasa 201 file mo yan. Na may nagkaso sa'yo ng harassment. Di ba? Kahit na kamo magawan mo ng paraan, kasi sa customs naman, nagagawa ng paraan ng kaso. Okay? Di ba? So, what happens is the only thing that could have happened. Nothing but nothing, absolutely nothing that happens to us in our lives could have been otherwise.
Yeah.
Hindi siya, parang yan, blueprint yan ng bahay. Talagang yun yung
Susunod
mangyayari.
yun. Oo, nakasukat na yun
So, there is no, if I had done such a thing, such another would have happened. Hindi, wala. Nangyari na
Oo.
So, what happened was the only thing that could have happened, and it had to have been so for us to learn that lesson,
And,
that you needed to learn, and to move on.
oo.
So, moving on means changing your ways.
Ayan.
So,
Each and every one of the situations that happen to us in our lives are perfect. Even if our mind and our ego resist and do not want to accept it. So the third law says anytime it starts is the right time. Okay?
So everything starts at the right time, neither before nor after. So my happening into your life was not before, but it happened when it needed to happen.
Yan.
Yung pagdating ko sa buhay mo, dahil nananahimik ako Wala naman akong kaaway. Gusto ko Holy Week, prayerful ako, tsaka Mag-rosary ako. Thank you so much, Diane, for giving me the gold rosary. Thank you so much. That came from Diane and the kids daw. Separate from what JJ gave me for the birthday. So anyway, yun nga, yung pangyayaring yun, hindi yun pwedeng sa ibang oras. Talagang sa tamang
oras yan.
Na dumating.
Oo. Eksakto, di ba?
The third law says, anytime.
Sana.
The third.
Anytime it starts is the right time.
So everything starts at the right time.
Neither before nor after.
We said it na.
When we are ready for something new to start in our lives, that is when it will begin.
So the changes need to start now.
Yes. Kung hindi, if you neglect it or
you still go your merry way into harassing people.
or ignore it,
Or
patay
ignore
ka,
it.
laglag ka sa bangin sigurado.
Oo, kahit na. Kahit na. Ito kasi, it's a very real, thing that happens sa yung mga maasta. Kunyari, kasi may kilalang congressman. Pero pag nagkamali yung isang taong yun, bibitawan ka ng congressman.
Kasi mapapahiya yung congressman eh.
Oo.
Diba?
At saka kunyari, di ba you've seen this happen before?
Yes.
Yung mga sa PNP, mga bata-bata nila, pero gumawa ng kabalahuraan. Kabulastugan. Di ba bitaw agad ang ang mentor eh. Siyempre, di ba? Oo. So
Okay.
wag mo na ipagmalaki 'yon. At saka dun sa mga nakikinig, wag ho kayong matakot sa kanya dahil nandito ho ako. Ako ang inyong hindi naman ako sa Tia Deli. Ano ba ako? Ako ho ang Avenger. 'Di ba? I will fight for the downtrodden. I will fight for the weak. I will fight for those who have no voice. So that's my advocacy now. Okay? So I'm just here. If you don't know my number, I have a Facebook account. I also have an IG account. I also have a Twitter account. So I'm a 70-year-old who's techie.
Yan. Yes. So, di ba?
Oh, and the fourth and last,
When something ends, it ends.
yung sinasabi mo kanina, mahuhulog sa bangin.
Oo, ganun
Just
lang yan.
like that.
Yes.
Just like that. So don't think that whatever power you have, which is not coming from within. Sinabi ko nga ako, I'm battle-scarred when I was in the bureau, but I was never associated with anyone as my backer or mentor.
Tsaka wala kang iniipit.
Hindi.
Ganun.
Talaga.
Oo.
I fought hard. Ang mga nagiging problema ko, mga boss na abusive, ganyan. At saka circumstances na abusive. Isang presidenteng abusive, God rest his soul. Diba? Pero yung mga naging problema kong gano'n, sabi ko nga, battle-scarred ako. Pero all the fights I fought were won by the strength within me. The strength inside of me.
Diba?
Ako yun. Solo kong empowerment. Hindi ho ako gumamit ng ibang tao. Gumamit ako ng lawyers. 'Di ba? To defend me. Because I'm not naman a legal eagle. But you know, it's all ako talaga 'yon. So hindi ako magyayabang. Ang sinasabi ko lang, kung gusto ninyong respetuhin kayo, yung laban ninyo dapat may katuturan at saka may reason why you're fighting.
Tsaka bata pa siya eh. Di ba?
At saka the worst thing that can happen.
Tatagal ba siya ng ganon? Hanggang dulo na
43
ganyan?
years
Naku,
sa akin.
Hindi siya. Ganon ang ugali niya. Naku.
So when something ends, it ends just like that.
So if something ended in our lives, it is for our evolution. Therefore, it is better to leave it. Move on and advance already enriched by that experience. Okay.
So the experience of encountering me and having been well, not literally, but having been slapped by sermon, yung ganon, that should enrich your life. That should teach you a good lesson, and that should not make you parang you can always twist the story, but you can twist the story, but you're not from media, so you can only twist the story to those you want to hoodwink
or make them believe you.
Yes, but I can let a lot of people hear me. So kung between the two of us, you can only do so much in disseminating information. That is my edge over you.
Ito, nakarating na ng Switzerland.
Oo, nakarating
Sa Hong Kong.
Sa Hong Kong, sa Taiwan. Sa Sydney, Australia. Sa because, we're live streaming via Streama, Radio Garden, and TuneIn app.
DZRJ 8:10 a.m. on your radio. AM yan, ha? And FB Live. Sky Cable Channel 224.
Opo. Hindi po kami vlogger or what.
Podcast.
We are broadcasters.
Broadcasting ito.
Opo. Kapisanan
ng mga broadcasters sa Pilipinas. Yan.
Okay. So, anyway, I think it is not by chance that you are hearing this. If the words came into our lives today, it's because we're prepared to understand that no snowflake ever falls in the wrong place.
Correct.
The snowflake will always fall where it needs to fall.
Yes.
So don't attempt to fall by the wayside. Ang magandang gawin dyan, you walk in the middle way. Kumikita ka, hindi ka naman masyadong corrupt, pero sa gitna ka lang. Huwag kang masyadong dun sa
parang style padjak eh.
Oo, padjak.
Diba? Padjak ang dating eh.
Alam mo yung style padjak, ha? Oo.
Diba?
So what we read, the 4 Laws of the Shaman, it was written by an unknown
Wala namang
author.
problema, gagawa mo ng problema. Diba? Hindi ganon, wag ganyan.
So why do we visit 7 churches on Holy Thursday? Now let's go back to our Holy Week topic. The 7 churches visitation is an ancient pious tradition, wherein the faithful visit the altars of reposition of 7 churches in the evening of Holy Thursday or Maundy Thursday to keep solemn vigil with Jesus. And the custom probably began in Rome with the visitation of the 7 basilicas. So, for more than 3 centuries
For more than 3 centuries of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines, it is no surprise that its cultural and belief systems have remained undiluted. Through the years, the Filipinos' undying devotion and their unwavering pursuit of tradition have made the country a stronghold of Christianity in Asia and even the world.
Okay, so dahil kinukulang na tayo sa oras, basahin natin yung mga pwede nilang bisitahing churches.
Yan, sige,
The San
basahin mo.
Felipe Neri Parish Church was established in 1863 sa Mandaluyong City po yan.
Okay.
Manila Cathedral, you know where it is. San Agustin Church, also in Intramuros. Binondo Church, of course, in Binondo. Baclaran Church, for the Wednesday devotees, nasa Baclaran po yan. Santa Ana Church, Guadalupe Church in Guadalupe Viejo in Makati. National Shrine of the Sacred Heart in Makati, San Sebastian Church, Quiapo Church. National Shrine of Our Lady of Mount Carmel in New Manila, Basilica Minore de San Pedro Bautista in San Francisco del Monte, Basilica Shrine of St. Anne in Liwayway Street, Taguig, and many, many others. Okay. So now, thank you for having stayed with us for our Holy Week, for our Sábado de Gloria episode, and we love you all.
Ako bang babatiin?
We love even the people who are difficult. We still love you. So thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in this Saturday. And we'd like to give you a happier song because tomorrow is Easter. In a few minutes, it will be Easter and Christ would have risen.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, happy
Love you
Easter,
all.
everybody.
Happy Easter,
Here's our
everyone.
ending song.
For those in darkness, this is a song that will make you feel better. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. The smiles return into their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, sun, here it comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Maraming salamat po at ang bilin po lang namin sa inyong lahat ngayong Holy Week is to be nice.
Okay. So, good night, Philippines. Until next Saturday, this is G. Santos saying good night.
Good night and we love you all.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.